In the years leading up to America's involvement in World War II, we stood safe and untouched by the troubles affecting Europe and the Pacific. As America was still working her way out of the Great Depression, Germany was flexing its newly regained power, and Japan had embarked on a war of territorial acquisition. The American Red Cross, less than 80 years since its founding during a terrible war, knew that people across the globe needed our help. Red Cross workers across America were busy making clothes and gathering supplies for the International Committee of the Red Cross in Geneva, Switzerland, to distribute to the people already fleeing Hitler's campaign across the continent. They were creating and stockpiling bandages and medical supplies, and perhaps more importantly, they were training nurses and nurses' aides in anticipation of what was to come. As the events to come would demonstrate that America's military and America itself needed the American Red Cross, and people from around the nation would contribute their time, their effort, their material goods, and even their lives to support the work that the Red Cross would need to do to help America and her allies win the Second World War. In early December 1941, the Red Cross in the territory of Hawaii knew that an attack was possible. Not aware of any specific threats, the chapter of the Red Cross in Honolulu had still taken steps to prepare. Several stores of surgical dressings, medical supplies, and food were placed around Honolulu and other Hawaiian cities. The attack came early in the morning of December 7, 1941. The first waves of Japanese planes attacked the ships at Pearl at 7:55 a.m. Caught off guard, American military personnel were unable to respond right away. Likewise, Red Cross personnel were limited in their ability to respond. Volunteers stepped in to the hospital wards to do what tasks they could, stripping and remaking beds, cleaning, delivering comfort kits to servicemen, and passing out coffee and cigarettes. More volunteers immediately jumped in to do their part in keeping the responders and servicemen fed and caffeinated. After Pearl Harbor, America leapt into action to prepare for war, and the Red Cross helped lead the way. American Red Cross volunteers served as Gray Ladies, trained nurses' aides that helped in medical procedures as well as providing food and emotional support. Stateside, Red Cross training programs helped create a pipeline of trained nurses that kept the military's demand for medical personnel filled.
In April of 1943, the American Red Cross came to our hospital, interviewing all of the senior nurses, asking if they'd like to put their name down and register to become a military nurse, either Army or Navy. And I'm sure that I must have been the first in line when the Red Cross group came to our hospital. So when I received that letter addressed to Second Lieutenant Dorothy Steinbus, I thought I really had it made.
Blood collection, then as now, was a huge part of Red Cross's value to the nation. The Red Cross Blood Donor Service was created in February of 1941, and collections increased exponentially as patriotic Americans helped fill bottle after bottle with life-saving plasma and other blood products. Red Cross volunteers also trained countless servicemen and civilian Defense Corps members in first aid, swimming, and life-saving. Many of our troops who went ashore in amphibious assault boats learned water safety skills through Red Cross training. Motor Corps volunteers moved troops between their homes and their military obligations at boot camp, deployment bases, and medical facilities. Hundreds of millions of surgical bandages, refugee garments, sweaters, kit bags, and comfort kits were created with love by over 3 million dedicated American Red Cross volunteers over the years of the war. And all this was paid for with the generosity of the American people. Immediately after Pearl Harbor, the Red Cross asked for donations of $50 million to prepare for wartime activities. American families gave more. After massive appeals in 1943 and 1944, the total raised soared past $420 million. American Red Cross volunteers and staff began coming into Europe almost immediately after the Pearl Harbor attack. at first concentrated in England, but spreading out with or just behind the troops as the fight was taken to the enemy. As our troops pushed forward, the Red Cross followed close behind. Near the front, special General Motors-built trucks called Clubmobiles moved along with the troops. Primarily staffed by women, they served hot coffee, juice, fresh donuts, and the smiling face of an American woman to brighten a soldier's day. Some Clubmobiles even had speakers and a jukebox or a microphone. But the humble donut became synonymous with the American Red Cross in the minds of every soldier. It took the bravest of women to volunteer to work the Clubmobiles. Volunteers were sent to England for training.
What do you want to do? And of course, I was thrilled because I wanted to do Clubmobile. I didn't know how to drive, but I wanted to be in Clubmobile. Because they were the ones that went with the troops. They didn't have to stay in cities and on air bases. They went with the troops into combat.
When the war began, some American Red Cross personnel were already in Europe. Many were in Geneva, assisting with the flood of refugees from Hitler's Blitzkrieg. Refugee aid was originally sent to Geneva via ports in Italy. The Italian entry into the war on the Axis side made delivering this aid impossible, and refugees became increasingly desperate. The Red Cross maintained support staff near our airfields and moved into space in towns as they were retaken, a pattern that would repeat itself on every front of the war. As towns came under Allied control, Red Cross volunteers came up and began looking for a place to set up a Red Cross club where troops could get a hot meal, coffee, juice, donuts, and a taste of home from a jukebox or a movie screening. Often these clubs were set up very close to the front lines. The greatest was London's Rainbow Corner in Piccadilly Square. Rainbow Corner played host to the most prominent people of the day. Near Rainbow Corner, the British telephone service and AT&T created a special radio telephone center so that GIs could make a call home. Soldiers from all over Europe were soon hitchhiking to London to use the service. Bomber pilot Enzo Bagninotti was offering air support on the beach in Anzio when he was shot down. He was captured and sent to prison camp. Fortunately, the Geneva Conventions allowed for prisoners to receive supplemental rations, and the American Red Cross stepped in to coordinate the delivery of weekly packages for our troops in captivity.
The toughest part of prison camp is keeping them from cracking it, and you've got a lot of company there, you know, in the same boat. We had books and things that were sent in by the Red Cross, and I might say now that if it weren't for the Red Cross Parcel, none of us would be still around, that's for sure, and I'm sure that anybody who was in prison camp will agree with that.
On the home front, the American Red Cross helped keep civilians connected to the war effort. Probably the most important way Americans back home supported our troops abroad was by donating blood. Thanks to the newly developed technique of extracting and drying blood plasma, life-saving blood products were transported to the front lines, and they kept thousands of injured servicemen from dying as a result of injuries that in earlier wars would have been fatal. After the war was over, the American Red Cross stood ready to help with the transition back to civilian life. Many volunteers stayed on in Europe and Asia to help those areas rebuild. But the main focus of the Red Cross team was to ease our soldiers' transition back to civilian life. But one of the least obvious duties performed by the American Red Cross in the months after the war was in service to a rather different master: love. Over 65,000 servicemen had married while overseas, and Red Cross classes helped them integrate into American society. The experience gained by the American Red Cross in supporting our military before, during, and after World War II helped make us ready to serve our men and women not only in the armed forces, but in communities across the United States. The Red Cross provides immediate and long-term assistance in disasters, small and large. We provide life-saving blood products to millions of Americans. We teach CPR, water safety, and other preparedness skills. We help overseas when disasters strike, and then, as now, we stand with and support our military members and their families. The American Red Cross has always been there in difficult times with medical help, food, and drink, with a comforting presence and a smile. We still are today.
Please welcome to the stage the Cheif Development Officer for the American Red Cross in the National Capital Region, Cheif Development.
You hear that music? Wow. How are you all doing tonight? Great? Woo! As the voice from above said, I am Cheif Development. I'm the Cheif Development Officer, and we're just trying to throw one heck of a party for y'all. And I think we're doing a great job. Thank you all for being here tonight. I've got a couple of special things to share with you that is going to require everybody in this room's engagement. So we're going to be taking a couple minutes here to support the mission in probably the most direct way that you can here tonight in this incredible Hilton. But before I do, is everybody enjoying the Spam on the table? We had the chef, thank you. We had the chef whip up some Spam here, and it was for, I think there was a table back here, right here. Here we go. We make things happen at your American Red Cross. Mark, here you go. That's your Spam that you ordered. Thank you very much. So there you go. There you go. We keep our promises at your American Red Cross, and one of those promises is supporting all of our community, the men, the women, their families in the military, veterans, as well as disaster clients across the United States. So I want to just can we get the slides up here for a second? Let's throw the slides up. It's kind of been a rough year for America. And I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about the fact that we have had an incredible amount of disasters across the country. I'm talking to our Vice President of Disaster Operations, Brad Kaiserman, here earlier ago, and he just told me that we did 4 years worth of sheltering due to disasters this year, in 1 year alone. That is an incredible amount of work and time and effort and donor dollars and resources. And I just want to thank everybody in the room because you're all contributing to that. So thank you very much. And in a time where there is just a lot of uncertainty, the Red Cross is there. And I just thought it would be nice to show the 7 fundamental principles of the Red Cross, because this is one of the reasons why I work here. Because this is how we live our life every day, and there really aren't any other organizations that can say that, and it's really wonderful. So here's what's special. Grab your paddles, folks. Grab your paddles. We've got volunteers. If the volunteers can all come out. We've got volunteers that are going to help me. I can't really see because of the lights, right, Bob? So you'll wave at me as we go. But I've got a special package for you all. This package is something that you can bid on right now. It's not out there. You can only get it here. You can't get it anywhere else. We are going to start bidding at this at $1,000. This is a priceless experience. You can join your American Red Cross on the mall. You have air conditioning, food. You're not on the mall like this. You got a little elbow room. We get you in and out very easily. It's a group of 5 for the 4th of July fireworks. How incredible is that? We're going to start at $1,000. Does anybody want this amazing gift? Anybody? I actually really can't see because of those lights. You have to put the house lights up. I got one back there. $1,000. Do I hear $1,500? Does somebody want $449? $1,500? Do I hear $2,000? $2,000 for this incredible experience. Oh, $78, $2,000 right here. I'm going to go up to $2,500. You can't buy this anywhere else. $2,500, $2,500. $2,250. Oh, wait, $109, $2,250. $2,500, $89 right there in the back. $89, $2,050. $78 here at $3,250. $3,250. I don't think I said your number before I said the price. Right. $3,250. Right back here, $3,050. $3,500. Stay with me here. It's a long night. All right, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Hey, everybody. I want to make sure you all have an opportunity to do this. I'm going to jump up. We're at $3,500. $4,000. Does anybody want this for $4,000? Priceless experience you cannot get anywhere else. $4,000. Do I hear $4,000? Do I hear $4,000? $4,000? If not, I'm going to go $3,750. $3,750? No? I believe that's Jeff Franzen in the back with $3,500. You have yourself an amazing, unique, one-in-a-kind package. Thank you very much. Folks, one of the things you'll see throughout the evening is the fact that we are serving our men and women in a very unique way here in the National Capital Region. We are supporting them at Walter Reed as well as Fort Belvoir hospitals. And I want you to understand that it takes roughly $2,500 every week for us to provide the items that they need every day. These are items such as iPads for therapy. These are huge, large, and expensive Lego sets that are used for therapy. Group therapy, social therapy, as well as dexterity training for occupational therapy. These are tearaway clothing for those members that have any type of amputee or other needs. We provide all of those things every single week at these areas. So what I would like to ask you is, I'd really like to get us to the end of the year here at the very least. Is anybody here willing to put up $2,500 to pay for a week of all of those services for the men and women and their families at Walter Reed and Fort Belvoir Community Hospital? I have $25 right here. Can I have it? $2,500. Thank you, Ms. Kang. Can somebody please help her out here? Where else? I've got Doug Van Dyke here, table 365, another 25. That's two. We're up to 5,000, 2 weeks already. We've got Dana Chipman here. That's three. That's three. 4, Miss Linda Mathis, CEO. Yeah, what? Yeah, please make sure you're talking to a volunteer or that you're filling out the jar, the table in the mason jar as well. I got another one here, 81, Jim Schaefer. Thank you very much. Board member Jim Schaefer. Who else do we have? How many weeks am I at? 5, 6? I lost count already. Kobe, how many weeks am I at? We're at 6 weeks. Thank you, Kobe. I got 98. That's 7 weeks. Please help that person out. Can we get to 10 weeks? I'm at 7. Can I get to 10 weeks? I need 3 more. I need 3 more 10 weeks of services, $2,500. These are direct, tangible things that are going in the hands of the folks that need them the most. Can I get anybody else? $2,500. $2,500? We're at 7 weeks. It's fantastic. That's a huge, tremendous help. We got one more here, 449. We got 8 weeks. 2 more weeks? 2 more weeks? Let me be specific. We're going to drop this down now to $1,000. $1,000 is going to be the amount of money that it takes to buy, and I'm not joking, the parents out there understand this, a Lego set for therapeutic purposes. And these are not your average Lego sets. These are life-size R2-D2s for you Star Wars fans out there. These are not life-size, but they're ships, battleships, and other things that are gigantic, and frankly, they each run about $1,000. I am wondering if we can get 5 of those so that we can utilize those over the holidays so people can start their therapy. Is anybody willing to do $1,000 for 5? 1,000 right here. We got Bob Mitchell. We got one. We got another one right here. Who is that? Anna Maria. Thank you. $1,000. Somebody help this lovely lady out. Who else? I've got 2, 3 more. Can I get 3 more? Can I get 3 more? I got somebody, oh, I got one right up here. Oh, yes, table 11, 69. Thank you very much. That's 4. Can I get one more? One more, $1,000. This is gonna go to a Lego set, goes right into it. Anybody? One more. Nathan DeVault, wonderful, our communications director. So, folks, there is more that you can do to help though, because it's not always big dollars, but it's little dollars that add up to big things. So one of the things I would like is if somebody is willing here to put $500 in, $500 feeds a family for a week in a shelter. We're wonderful. Thank you very much. 53 right here at the Holland and Night table. 83, there's another family for another week right here. Do we have another folk in the back here? Right there in the back. Whoa, thank you. Is that Donna Flory? I think it is. Oh my goodness, thank you. Right here at the Avalon Bay. And thank you, miss. Thank you so much. And our head table, right, 65 right over here. Thank you. This is incredible. $500. Everyone's waving over here. You can't wait to help. 100 right there. Who else do we have? $500. And we've got one right here. Thank you very much. Holland and Night table. $491 here. Oh, are we keeping up with this? Can I get a volunteer over here? Can I get a volunteer in this general area? Oh, Lisa's here. There we go. Thank you, right there. Oh, I appreciate it. I can't really see because of the lights, but I know you people are amazing. Thank you so much. I want to keep things moving, and I'm going to drop it down pretty significantly because I want everybody, thank you, I want everybody to be able to help and give. And this is a special one. $25. $25 pays for our disaster client that's an infant. $25 gives you formula and diapers and wipes for a day. Can everybody help? And if you can press on your bid pal too, we're going to help. 55. Thank you very much. Put $25 if you can in there. Michelle Kang, 25, 18 right here. We're going for it. You guys are all over the place. 365, 411. Thank you very much. I don't think it can get. I have a 2-year-old and they need a lot of diapers. I can attest to that. I get all of my diapers, by the way, from Amazon. And I just want to appreciate all that Amazon does for getting diapers into my house. So thank you very much. Yeah, 25. If you can go in, we've got it right here. We've got it right here. Thank you, Crawford Brown. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Can we get another 25? Throw it on your bid pal device. Throw it on your bid pal device. Let's keep that rolling. Let's keep that rolling. Thank you. In the back here. We love you. Thank you. And this just everybody right here, you guys have been wonderful. Let's go ahead and grab your bid pal devices, pop it in there. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You guys can keep giving. You know the dollar handles. You can keep giving throughout the night. And I got one more thing for you because I love you all. Can we get a round of applause for Dancing with the Stars celebrity, Buzz Aldrin? Thank you. He has done some incredible things in his life also. But I think that's wonderful that you're here tonight with our mission. And we're gonna need your thing real quick because, again, you can't get this anywhere. We are going to start the bidding at $100. Buzz is going to sign his book. I have a pen and I have his book. He's going to sign it right here, right now for you. And he walked on the moon. What did you guys do today? Right? So if you are interested, we are going to start this bidding and it's probably going to go up. But we're going to start. Volunteers, are you ready? $100. Do I hear $100? $100 from a variety of people. Do I hear $300? $300 right here. I got a whole bunch. $500. Your signature with Buzz Aldrin right here, right now, all going to a great cause. $500, $443, $500. We're going to keep going up. $750. $750. Thank you, Madeline. $700. $1,000. $1,000. Your autograph and a photo with. Thank you very much. What? $1,250? $1,250? Yeah. He's like, yeah, $1,250. Heck yeah. All right. How about anybody else? $1,250. $1,250. It's going once. Oh. Here we go, 1,500, we're good, 1,500. 1,750, we're at 1,750. Right, Miss Madeline Kang, 1,750, going once. 1,750, 1,750, 2,000, 2,000, oh my goodness, 2,000, 2,500. But 2,500, Bonnie, 2,500. I think this is going to get interesting. Buzz, what have you been saying to them throughout the dinner? That's my question. 2,500. Do I hear 3,000? Anybody else in the room? 3,000. Wait, I got a 3,000 over here. I got a 3,000. Do I hear 3,500? 3,500. Oh, $3,500. We're at 3,000. Do I hear 3,500? 3,500. 3,000 going once. 3,000 going twice. Oh, 3,500. I am sorry. Miss Madeline Kang. Oh my goodness, 3,500. You know what? I will also sign the book. Does that help? No, we're already to 2,500. Do I hear 2,000? Do I hear 1,500? We're at 3,500. Do I hear 4,000? Do I hear 4,000? Bonnie McElveen Hunter right here, folks. $4,000. Do I hear 4,500? I'm at 4,000 going once, 4,000 going twice. That is it. That is sold right here. That is sold. We'll work that. Yeah, here we go. I want to
offer to do 2 books.
Yeah. Here we go. Thank you very much. You can. Yeah.
I want to get her autograph.
When the chair of the National Red Cross just hands you her credit card, you take it. Kobe, was there anything you needed for? No? Okay, I'm just.